Hi all, welcome back to the channel. This is HG's dad, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Just been working my way through the Ambus Fusion, a few other things, kind of some cats and dogs. It's been a few days since I recorded a video, so figured I'd jump in here and kind of update progress on things. Was just checking out the Fusion, making sure that I'm pretty good about this stuff. I wanted to make sure that I collected everything I need to do up to now, which where I'm at, it's just in the early AM of October 5th. So everything through the SOULSTONE tournament has been completed. Um, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 events. So that should match up with me having 7 rares. On the Summon Rush, I also went for the Epic as well. I got that. Hopefully that was going to allow me to not participate in a few of these events, but I'll go into here in a bit why I don't think that's actually going to be the case. I'm probably going to have to complete all of them if I want to do what I want to do. So anyway, enough on that. I'll go over here, check out the Fusion, and click on these guys. And I've got 3 of the Force Champion. I've got 2 of the Void. You can see that 2 out of my 3 Force are ready to fuse. Both of my Voids that I have so far are ready to fuse. Use the champ training. Took advantage of that to get some points and go ahead and level those guys up and ascend them. Only got 1 of the magic and I believe 1 of the spirit. Hopefully more of those coming soon. And then I do have 1 copy of the spirit epic that you need to complete the fusion. So let's talk about him for a minute. Go into the, actually not there. Let's go into index, and we'll go to Knight's Revenant, and there's that guy, this Malkith Bloodflock. So one of the factions that I have yet to complete is, based on what I'm seeing, likely the hardest of the of all the faction crypts to complete is the Knight's Revenant. I've completed through level 20. I just have 21 to complete. Everything's 3-star up to that point. But if you look through the champions that I have, I mean, I have Eric's and Bistifus. I can show you this in a minute, but they're both only at rank 5, level 50. I've got Miscreated, who's helpful. I've got Sneshin, Doom Priest. Miscreated only at rank 5 also. Skull Crown. These are all champions that I've tried. I even tried things with Thurgist. But what I don't have in the entire faction is a Reviver. I mean, obviously, if I had, where's she at? If I had Record Wrath, I think this would all be a thing of the past and I'd be done already. Well, then comes Malkith, right? Who on his A3 revives 2 random allies, 30% HP, 30% turn meter. Also places a shield on the revived allies with 30% of his max HP. So build him up. He's a support unit anyway. Make him tanky. Make him survivable. And I think this is my solution to Knight's Revenant at this point. So my thought is that I'm probably going to have to, like I said previously, complete all of the fusion events to be able to hold on to that guy. And the next time Knight's Revenant rolls around, should have a lot better shot, I think, at completing that. So that's sort of my plan right at the moment. Let's see what's going on and where I'm at on these things. We've got the Fire Knight tournament going on right at the moment. Most of the way through that. For $1487 on 2250. So should be able to get that wrapped up here, maybe even tonight. Um, and then either one of those are fusion events. Then we've got the, what tend to be from what I gather, toughest for pretty much everybody. You've got the dungeon divers, which is just, you know, a ridiculous level. I think I watched an LED's video and it was like 260 um, runs if you're running like level 20 dungeons, getting, 5 to 6 star, um, say, epic um, artifacts on the average. It takes like 260 runs of a dungeon to get you up to 3,700. Now, obviously, you can combine that with like the dungeon tournaments, Fire Night's going on right now. Also, if you're doing campaign, you'll get some points. You can see I'm not quite halfway to the 3,700, but working towards it. I'll wrap up Fire Night. I'll get a bunch more of that. See if we do have anything. We have champion training opening up. So I guess the rest of that's going to probably be a lot of champ training over the next day. Once that opens, try and round that out. Hopefully, I'll be able to get there. It's just going to be a grind, like it always is. Of course, I'd love to go for the books, but not likely. Too much of a resource strain at that point. And then the other one is the artifact enhancement, right? Which all comes down to silver. I am doing the trick of, I don't know if I can find a piece. I think I've already done most of this, but if you do I have anything new? I don't. But let's say these blue gloves here, right? Which I'm obviously not going to hold on to. But before I sell them, I go in and I, at least upgrade them to 4, get the few points, costs like 10K, and then go ahead and sell those and get 15K back. So it's pretty net neutral if you only go to 4. Obviously, if you even go to 8, it becomes really, really quickly kind of it's a slower silver drain, but it's still a silver drain at that point. But those are the sorts of things, that you kind of have to do to preserve resources. So all of the artifacts that I gained from doing, a run of Fire Night, for instance. Come on. Let you know a little secret. The internet's down in my house right now, so I'm actually running this on the PC off of my cell phone hotspot. So obviously I do the super raid, so I get 2 artifacts per run. Saves time as well, obviously. So I'm going to run this. Take a couple of minutes. See, I've got Pythion to kind of as the reviver on this squad, and he also prevents some damage from taking place across the team. And got the 2 max HP champions in Coldheart and Newt, and then obviously Deacon has a drop defense, and then Allure is the queen of Fire Knight with the drop turn meter. Newt with his drop turn meter is awesome as well. And obviously, Deacon also does a lot of turn meter manipulation. So this team's not the fastest. I mean, it's relatively quick, but there's obviously a lot quicker comps. But for what I have, this seems to be the most consistent for me that I've found. You notice that my Allure is just a rank 5, level 50. So I don't even think if I recall correctly, she doesn't even have full masteries. She's kind of relatively quick, and I think I've got a decent amount of accuracy on her, but we can look at that after the fight. I think typically it's a little over 2 minutes, between 2 and 3 minutes is a run. Obviously, Allure Cold Heart, and Newt, all multi-hitters on the A1s. So open that up. Reduce turn meter, decrease defense. And there's Newt doing work. There you go. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Not too shabby. So let's first jump into here, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about with the lure. I'm pretty sure. Looks like I could actually have farm flip scrolls where I could take her masteries up another, to tier 4. Um, Eventually, I'll get her, 6-star, but I've been saying that for probably more than a year. Anyway, she's unbooked, doesn't have all her masteries. All of her gear is, most of her gear is, but not all of her gear is maxed out. It's not even great gear. I got a 5-star amulet, 5-star weapon, 5-star clubs, 5-star shield. Again, nothing super special, but she's still, again, Queen of the Fire Knight. Her speed, 189? Not too shabby. So anyway. I was going to go back in here, pop this out, filter, just to give a couple more examples of kind of what I do. Upgrade that to level 4. This one I'll even upgrade to level 8. So between the two of them, that was really inexpensive on that one. Got lucky. So that's about 45K, I think, between the two of these, and then sell both of them and get 57. So net gain of 12,000 silver. If you didn't know that little trick, do that. It's a great way to kind of preserve resources. And then eventually, what I'll do is once this builds up, I will go in and find some of my gear that's a 12 that I want to go to 16, and I'll do a few of those too. And then if you look at the chart, obviously you have a rank 6 piece of gear, 6-star, going from 12 to 16 is 340 points. It's a lot quicker way to advance, but it also takes a hell of a lot more silver. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, I guess, since I didn't do a video specific to it when the faction was open, was I was able to, when the Sylvan Watcher's crypt was open, I was able to gain 3 more levels, 9 more stars, simply by upgrading a rare, getting a rare to rank 5, ascending it. Pretty sure, I know for sure he doesn't have full masteries. I don't know if he has much in the way of masteries at all. But again, not super important, as long as he can go in there and do a job. And of course, that job was to be a reviver, and that is Tree Shield Knot. Because this is exactly how I used him. Um, he, 3 pieces of gear still at 8, 1 piece of gear at 16 only because I believe it was already in my vault at 16. It's got triple speed roll on it too, which is kind of nice. So made him relatively quick, 187. Put over 200 accuracy on him so that he can, do some work with decreased attack. I guess just the decreased attack. But every little bit helps, right? Put faultless defense on him so he gets a little bit less damage. Made him, again, for rank 5, tried to make him as tanky as I could to let him at least survive. Now, there is other support in the team that I used, and the team I used was 450s and then Emic Trunkart. You can see Emic doesn't have his gear nearly maxed out either, and he does have full masteries. But Administrator Dythe, not full masteries. Again, I'm still I think I cleared level 16, so I still got a ways to go on this faction, but I was stuck on the second boss until I, took Tree Shield and at least got him serviceable, right? And it allowed me to clear the next 3 levels. So if you're having issues like I was within the Sylvan Watchers crypt, that's the answer that worked for me. Obviously, I had Emic that I got from 2 fusions ago. Um, and there you go. All right, so that's two of the things that I wanted to talk about was kind of the progress in the fusion, what I'm thinking there, the progress I made in Sylvan Watchers, and then I guess I also talked about the what my thoughts are towards level 21 of Knight's Revenant, and then last but not least, because there's no other really great time to do this, I am going to go ahead and pull Soul Chase, pull my souls, right? My soul stones. And really, um, primary reason I'm doing this is I want that 300 energy and that 150 gems. So with the amount of souls that I have, that shouldn't be an issue. And I may not make it any further, but just let's see what happens. So, all right. So I guess I could have clicked on go here. Take me there. All right. So let me look at my soul collection. I've got 20 spaces, and I believe I have exactly 20. Oh, I have 24. All right. So what we'll do is we'll pull these 19 soul stones. I'll start with a 10 pop, see what happens. Probably sell off a few of those, and then go from there. But we're going to pull all of them. 42. Well, I got my energy already. Rector Trath. All these guys that I don't have. Oh, what's this? Tutor I don't have. And Hell Freak. All right. Well, let's go do this. Let's go into Awaken. Let's grab. Let's see what I wanted to upgrade. I guess I can do Taurus. What else we got? Soul Collection. I know one thing I can do. I can sell that. I can sell that. Sell that. 14 spaces. I have exactly 14 spaces. All right, that's good. I need sell tree color too. I don't care about that. All right, good enough for now. Go back out here. Collect those. Those are always good. For more of the essences, I guess. All right, and then we're gonna summon the rest of these. It's gonna be good if it's worth 30 points, right? I'm not even sure if I have her. Probably not. Gator. Might be the most worthless champ in the game. Oh, Wagon Man. Right next to Gator. Big sticker. Yeah, that's 3 awesome pulls in a row. over here. We got Scion. Come on, give me something decent. Something that actually helps me. Another Grave Chill, because you know you need 3 different Perfect Souls for Grave Chill Killer. True Gore. Alright, so we did all those. I just want to go in here and get rid of all these. That, oh, that guy too. Those. Here. Click 200 more of those. And now let's pull the biggest boys that I have anyway. I don't think I've had a single one of these yet, so oh, but I'm going to get 300 more of those coins, which is good. Some of that. Come on, give me something good. Do I have it? I do have it. All right, I'll take that. That's probably the highlight of the entire venture so far. I don't have Demetha, but when I get Demetha, the 4-star soul is going to be real nice for her. I'll take that every time. I don't have Pitiless one, but again, a 4-star soul is not going to complain about it. I don't have Rector Draft, but again, repeat what I said. Ooh, what is this? 1,000 points. A 6-star Harvest Jack. There you go. I will take it. And that's going to make me reevaluate my Harvest Jack heavily. I've used him anyway. A good champion. But wow, 6-star Perfect Soul and 1,000 points. So let's go over to the tournament and see how we did. Wow, I'm super, super happy with that. Let's go over here. Countess Licks her 3-star soul. She's a really good champ too. I just haven't quite figured her out yet. I have not made real good use of her, to be completely honest. Harvest Jack. Might have to book him. I might have to really look into to getting more out of him. But that's crazy. That is 100% my first 6-star soul on the entire account. And to get it for a legendary that I have, that's pretty amazing, I'm not going to lie. What else we got here? All right, well, that's good enough for now. Get those 2 awakened. I know that I can get rid of that Rector Draft soul. I got the 4-star. All right, well, I'm stoked. That was way more fun than I thought it would be. Let's go over here, and we got quite a few points, especially with the 1,000 points for the 6-star legend. Look at that! How close am I to that next legendary? Oh my god! I need to figure out if I can find some more soul stones. I'm free to play, so I won't buy them. But man, I'm only what's that? 44 away from. Did I do that right? Yeah, 44 away from another legendary book. Wow, very nice. All right, well, that was a more exciting video than I thought it would be. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Super happy with those pulls. I got some more energy to run some more Fire Night. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Hope you all have a great night. Thanks.